Well, hello. I'm here with this little guy named Jerry. I'm going to pick it up where I left it off. And I was finished with chapter 5. So I think we are on chapter 6. Jesus feeds the 5,000 men. I'm reading from a book or Bible that has been written in, drawn in. Things are circled, things are question marks. There's so much going on in this Bible that when they say it's the living Bible, this Bible has lived. Okay, Jerry, I'm gonna have to do this now, so you gotta give me a little space. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is the first 15. The first he wants to read. I think he wants to read. Yeah, you wanna read? There are how many? Oh, so it's 6 and 7 goes into the next page. I'm taking my time here. Jesus feeds the 5,000 men. After this, Jesus went across Lake Galilee, or Lake Tiberias as it is also called. A large crowd followed him because they had seen his miracles of healing the sick. Jesus went up a hill and sat down with his disciples. He sat down. The time for the Passover festival was near. Jesus looked around and saw that a large crowd was coming to him, so he asked Philip, "Where can we buy enough food to feed all these people?" Well, parentheses, it says, he said this to test Philip. Actually, he already knew what he would do. That's about right. Philip answered, "For everyone to have even a little, it would take more than 200 silver coins to buy enough bread." That is, I'm reading in a side note that someone said about 200 days' wages. So there's 365 days in the year. That's close to almost a whole year's wages. Another one of his disciples, Andrew, who was Simon Peter's brother, said, "There is a boy here who has 5 loaves of barley bread and 2 fish, but they will certainly not be enough for all these people." "Make these people sit down," Jesus told them. There was a lot of grass there. So all the people sat down, and there were about 5,000 men. Jesus took the bread, gave thanks to God, and distributed it to the people who were sitting there. He did this the same way with the fish, and they all had as much as they wanted. When they were all full, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces left over. Let us not waste a bit." So they gathered them all and filled 12 baskets with the pieces left over from the 5 barley loaves which the people had eaten. Seeing the miracle that Jesus had performed, the people there said, "Surely this is a prophet. This is the prophet who was to come into the world." Jesus knew that they were about to come and seize him in order to make him king by force. So he went off again to the hills by himself. Well, that's a whole section by itself. I guess I could go on and read one more section. I have it in me. This section is called Jesus Walks on Water. When evening came, Jesus' disciples went down to the lake, got into a boat, and went back across the lake towards Capernaum. Night came on, and Jesus still had not come to them. But then a strong wind was blowing and stirring up the water. The disciples had rowed about 3 or 4 miles. That's a long time to row, by the way. When they saw Jesus walking on the water, coming near the boat, and they were terrified. "Don't be afraid," said Jesus. Jesus told them, "It is I." Then they willingly took him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached land at the place that they were headed for. So that's the 2 sections I'm going to read today out of John 6, the feeding of the 5,000 men, and Jesus walked on water. So that's it for today. There'll be more readings coming. Bye. Jerry, you want to say bye? Yeah, he says bye.